So it is the 31st of July, day 63 on the Great Divide. We're just right outside of Fernie here. We came across this cool low profile narrow gauge railroad engine with some trailers of coal. So they must have used that for coal mining. Super cool. We are headed where are we headed to today? Elkford. We're headed to Elkford today? Yeah. How many miles?
50 miles and I think 3,600 feet of climbing.
Cool.
Yep. And I think you said that it's the most concentrated grizzly country.
Yeah, after, I think, north of Elkford.
North of Elkford? Gotcha.
I think that was in your story too, wasn't it? The book you were reading?
Yeah.
We're on a bike path for a little ways this morning.
Which is nice because that highway is busy.
Yeah, avoiding the highway. So let's go. We are still headed north up the Elk River drainage, and we'll continue up this drainage, I believe, until tomorrow night, where we'll summit, and then we'll go over the other side and drop down into Banff. So yeah, this is a really long and large valley, Elk River Valley. So here we have the Hosmer coke ovens. Coke was produced by baking coal in brick ovens, extremely high heat in the absence of oxygen to remove impurities such as moisture, tar, ash, sulfur, and phosphorus. The resulting coke is mechanically strong and chemically reactive, an ideal fuel for smelting ore. And they're just built into the bank along here. There's one there, and there's just a whole line of them along here. Some old brickwork. We just kind of rode up towards the mine, but we didn't go all the way up and stop. Yeah, that's cool. Well, yeah, we're just all along this bank. All right, we got this trail that goes across private property. We're super grateful for trails like this. It keeps us off that busy highway out there. Yeah, it's really nice back here. And there's a lot of humidity up here. It's really pitchy right here. All right, we're back on that telephone pole. Road we were on briefly yesterday. Check back in a few. All right, we just turned off on, I think, the Elk Valley Trail. Looks like a little bit more single track there. In the dark, damp forest. Elk Valley Trail. Yeah. That's it. This feels like a good place to get eaten by a grizzly bear. No bears. This feels like that place. This feels like the trail wherever we see everybody pushing up the side hill. And it's like super steep. Hey. Hey, Leslie.
What?
What's your bear song?
Oh, hey. Yeah, my bear song. Okay, you ready? Hey, grizzly bear, why do they call you a brown bear when sometimes you're blonde? And why do they call black bears when sometimes they're not black? Did you know that all grizzly bears are brown bears, but not all brown bears are grizzly bears? Sometimes they're a Kodiak bear. Yeah, that's
Hooray,
it.
Woo!
Don't try to steal it, because I'm going to get it trademarked and copyrighted and all that good stuff when we get back.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Check back in a few. Water crossing.
It's like a computer getting me. Okay, that's it. My right foot got wet.
Easy.
So good?
Yep. Right. We're just dropping down into Sparwood here. I think we're back on a section of the Elk Valley Trail or some other local trail. are rolling into Sparwood, where we'll find a snack, a bite to eat, and continue our journey. We got to get across this busy freeway. That ought to be fun. There's no stoplight here. Check back in a few. All right, we're here in Sparwood. Take a look at this Titan truck here. That one's plenty big. Okay, I'm coming. This is a one of a kind. This looks like some tunnel boring equipment here, probably for going down the coal mine seam. Looks like this was a scooper upper. This is a joy loader. It must have scooped up the coal and then loaded the carts. Pretty cool. And then here we have a coal wagon, kind of like the one we saw this morning. See what this one's called. This is the Joy shuttle car, 1961 through 1986, 10 tons per load. Okay, after 5 wrong turns, we're finally on the Lilac Trail, heading out of Sparwood.
Good gravy.
We missed it again. I'm gonna get dizzy. Are we gonna do the loop-de-loo? Here we go. It's a bicycle water park. Hey, look, we get our own bridge across the Elk River. You want to go swimming? You think you could ride across this one? All right, folks, the Elk River. The drainage we've been following all day yesterday, all day today, part of tomorrow. Where's all the Canadian fishermen at? All right, I think that concludes our Sparwood trail discovery for today. Check back in a few. All right, it looks like we still might have some active mining going on this mountain over here, just north of Sparwood. Have to look it up later, but it looks suspiciously like a mine. Looks like there's lots of tailings up there on the ridge. All right, check back in a few. Little scenic view, Sparwood, the mine up there on the mountain. I guess the trails weren't done yet. It's 12:17. We've only done like 20 miles. We're not even halfway yet. We're not making real fast progress today, but it's fun. These trails remind me of how much I like to mountain bike, possibly more than bike packing.
All good. This way.
All right, popping out here. Here's a good view of the mining operations on my right. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. There's some ginormous gopher holes on this trail. I just heard Leslie hit one. I think she just upchucked the contents of her Sparwood stop from the sounds of it. Still working our way up the Elk River Valley. Back on asphalt for a while. Still got about 22 miles to go to get into Elkford. Supposed to turn wet tomorrow and Saturday. So today is our last sunny bluebird day. We got 87 degrees on the Garmin. We're at 3,800 feet. So pretty low compared to what we were at in Colorado, Wyoming, northern New Mexico. It's 1 o'clock. We've been on the bike 5 hours. Check back soon. Tail guard. Oh, my arm's gonna fall off. Alright, well that was kind of rude. They threw an 800-foot climb in right before we get to Elko. But we're still climbing in the Elk River Valley. We're just a few miles out of Elko. Well, we're going to stay at a campground tonight. And I think I'm just about 3/4 of a mile into this 3 3/4 mile climb. So about 3 miles to go. It got warm this afternoon. My Garmin says 105.4. And our water's hot again, kind of like bathtub water. And the humidity's higher up here, so that makes the heat feel more oppressive. Nothing like New Mexico. We're chugging along here. We'll be at camp sipping a cold one soon. There's a lot of bear scat on this road. And based on southbounders, people see the most bear around Elko and north of there. I'm sure Leslie's back there singing her bear song. Well, I don't know any songs. I got tired of singing the pie song to the bears, so I'm just up here taking my chances that one's not going to jump out and have me for a human tater tot. Check back in a few. Can't stop. All right, I guess this is Lily Lake. We're outside of Sparwood on some more single track. Lily Lake, parking lot, and Lost Lake. And I ran out of water and I'm super thirsty, so I'm headed to town for a cold drink. Check back in a few. Getting closer to Elko. Looks like we have another mine up here on this hill. I don't know what they're mining, but it looks pretty big. Last 5 miles of road, we've seen more ginormous piles of bear scat than anywhere on this trail. And there's some there. It's just all along here. I drank up all my water and I'm thirsty, so hopefully we get to town soon for a cold drink. Absolutely gorgeous. All these mountains. No bear. All right, back at the Elk River in Elko. Got a couple guys fly fishing out here. The water looks nice. And I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna go. See you in a few.
Hey Lee, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go. Good morning, it's August 1st. Geez, we've been at this for a while. We're just leaving Elkford. And if I call this Elko all day in my videos yesterday, I don't know what was going on. But anyway, we got about 50 miles on tap for today. And then we ride into Banff tomorrow and we're gonna be done. So that's super exciting. We got a little trail riding here to start off the day. Should be super fun. Nice little bike park here in town. Okay, there we go. Day 64. There's rain in the forecast for 3 o'clock today. We'll see what happens there. Otherwise, check back soon. go check out the river real quick. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm guessing that's another moraine over there with all that gravel and round rock pushed up like that. All right, check back in a few. Some pretty cool peaks right there. Looks like we're going on the Elk Valley Trail, the Elkford Mountain Walk. Mountain biking and bear safety. Prepare for the ride. Carry bear spray. Be aware. Make noise. Dogs and bears do not mix. Report wildlife encounters to the Conservation Officer Hotline. Okay, got it.
I was really hoping we weren't going on trail today.
Check back in a few. All right, we got a little avalanche chute here. It's pretty cool. Good place to see a bear. No bears.
No bear.
So we're still headed north up the Elk River Valley. They currently have us on a trail kind of up on the side of the mountain here. But yeah, we're gonna be headed up the valley all day. Well, we got a little picnic table here.
Yeah.
What's that smoke over there?
I don't know.
Let's go get a picture of the look at the valley. That's the valley we've been riding up for a couple of days.
Oh yeah. Still down there, huh?
Very nice. All right. Continue on. Nothing. No bear. Hey bear. go, bear. Ooh, that was fun. That's the Elk River down there. Still climbing. You can check out the sediment right here. Just picture a massive glacier coming down through this valley 12 to 15,000 years ago. That'd be pretty cool to see. What we have now is what's left of that. Super cool. Check back in a few. Still at it. Heading up the Elk River Valley. We've just come into a fire zone, and it was a pretty big fire, all right. Some pretty rugged mountains up here in Canada, the Canadian Rockies. All right, check back in a few. We are 27 miles in our 51-mile ride today. Still climbing up the Elk River Valley. Temperature is 83 degrees. We're at 5,100 feet. It's 12:38. We've been riding almost 5 hours. These mountains, they just keep appearing, and they seem to get bigger as you go north. It's very pretty. Every once in a while we get these clear cuts, and then we can look around. But a lot of this ride we're in the trees and you can't really see out. Sit back in a few. All right, there's a shot of the latest skyline. What's that?
How far are you going to?
We're going up to the top to the
Elk Pass?
yeah.